Stay Chic New York. I'm your host, Asha, and on this podcast, we're going to talk about what is chic and how do we stay it. Have you ever met one of those women who just has that magnetic presence that you just want to be around her? She might not be the prettiest or the smartest or the best dressed, but she has this magnetic aura that you just can't help but be captivated by. That is chic. Merriam-Webster defines chic as smart elegance and sophistication, especially of dress or manner. To me, being chic is deeper than just fashion. It's a presence, poise, how you carry yourself, frequency, your energy, your attitude, your body language. It's just so much more than what you're wearing. One thing that I want to highlight about this podcast is that this is not primarily a fashion podcast. Being chic is not just about what you're wearing. It's so much more than that. I started this podcast because back in 2016, I had a little workwear blog called WALLSTCHIC because I was a baby lawyer living and working on Wall Street. And at the time, Instagram blogs were taking off, and I really was getting a lot of compliments on my outfits and how I put them together. But the secret was I was doing a lot of looks for less. So when I started that blog, I was also doing panels to give advice to students and young professionals because I had such a unique career path as a lawyer. At the time, I was doing a lot of speaking opportunities and panels and sharing information of what things I wish I knew and how to help young professionals and students. And I realized that part of my biggest message was when you look and feel your best, you project confidence. And when you project confidence, you send that energy out in the world, and that's how they receive you. And my whole motto back then, and still is now, is it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. And that is the biggest message that I just wanted to share with the world. And so I started blogging about it on Instagram, and then something happened called the pandemic. And I was not getting dressed for work. I kind of lost my sense of self, and I just felt I wasn't the same Wall Street chic girl anymore. And I had a job change, and I decided to just broaden. When I first was doing the workwear blog, Wall Street Chic, I was going to the office 5 days a week, putting together all these outfits, looks for less, getting complimented left and right. And little did anyone know I was wearing my mom, who's half my size. She's 5 feet tall and I'm 5'5", and she's petite. I was wearing her hand-me-downs and getting all these compliments from the most fabulous people in some of the biggest banks of New York. So this is not primarily a fashion podcast. Even though I started off with this little blog that honestly didn't really take off, that in itself, I tried to show my outfits, but I knew I had so much more valuable insight and information to share because I've always been the type of person who wants to help others learn from my mistakes and share what I wish I knew. On this podcast, I'm going to be interviewing the chicest people I know. They're from all different industries and have so much valuable insight to share about their journeys and what they think is chic and how they stay chic. Most of them are fabulous New Yorkers because this is Stay Chic New York. However, there are some people that have really valuable information to share with you, and it would be a disservice to not interview them. People often get confused between being chic and being fashionable. Of course, being fashionable is chic and being chic can be fashionable, but there's just such a difference here that I really want to get into. What I really want to share in this podcast is that it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. You have your fashion, you have the clothes that you put on your body, you have your accessories, but style is the art. And your style is individual and unique to you. Nowadays, with the internet, people have the same face, the same clothes, the same jewelry, the same hair, everything. But that authenticity and that inner je ne sais quoi, that inner X factor, when you can exude that on top of whatever it is you're wearing, whether it's $1,000 gown or a $20 dress from Amazon, it doesn't matter. It's what you are portraying, and it's your essence and your style that pushes through whatever you're wearing. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to look like $1,000,000. It really does not matter what you're wearing as long as you feel good about it. Are your clothes ironed and steamed and lint rolled, and are you walking out of the house with confidence in how you look? Or are you wearing something super expensive, but you know it's kind of tight on you and you're going to be, covering your stomach for the rest of the night? And that is not chic. Even if you're wearing something that's more expensive and more fabulous than everyone else in the room, if you're standing in the corner hiding your insecurity in it, then that's not helping yourself. And confidence is just as important here. You can have the right outfit, the right accessories, and be dressed to the nines, but if you don't feel good about how you look, you're not going to project that energy, and it does a disservice to your beautiful outfit. Part of my intention for having this podcast, Stay Chic New York, is to really reiterate the point that it does not matter what you're wearing. There are so many other qualities that we can work on in ourselves to cultivate that inner chicness. And I really want to explore these topics on how to cultivate our inner chicness, especially by the guest, and some solo episodes that I have, lessons learned, especially the hard way. I'm happy to share stories that can help other people grow and become their best, chicest self. I've lived in New York for almost 2 decades, and I've worked in the most fabulous, biggest firms there are in the world. And I've had the opportunity to meet some of the most fabulous people on the planet. And one thing about all of them is that their chicness is an inner quality that they have, and it's unique to them. And that's the biggest point that I want to share with anyone who's listening to this podcast, that you have your inner chicness and you can stay chic whether you're at home, whether you're traveling, whatever stage in life you're in. I've been through enough ups and downs in my career and personal life that I am really here to share lessons learned, even the hard way, so that it can help whoever's listening. And I want to share tips and tricks on how we can feel like our best, chicest selves. And that's really my intention here. I don't want to just interview somebody just because they have a large following, or interview someone because they're my friend. My intention here is really to have good quality content to share with the world. And even if it only hits one pair of ears who needs to hear it, then my job is done and I'm happy. On this season of Stay Chic New York, I am introducing some of the chicest people I know who are in New York and abroad, who have so much valuable insight to share about what we wear, our mindsets, how to be successful, how to start a business from scratch, how to reinvent yourself. So many amazing topics that I'm really excited to explore with you. And some solo episodes where I feel like I have some information that might be helpful to anyone on their journey. Because staying chic is not just about your fashion and what you're wearing, it's a lot about your mindset. And I want to talk about how we can bounce back from failures, how we pick ourselves up, how we can reinvent ourselves, how to have glow ups, how to start our businesses from scratch and become successful, how to carry ourselves through the world with this chic factor. Now, before we get into the interviews, I have a little acronym for you on how to stay chic. S is for self love. The way you love yourself is the way other people love you. The way you treat yourself is the way other people treat you. And this is a very important concept that I definitely want to keep talking about throughout this season. T is for thoughtfulness. When you think ahead with your outfits and what it is you're wearing, where you're going, and you take that extra time, plan ahead, and anticipate anything that could be a potential insecurity or confidence killer, that is going to make the world of a difference on how you're carrying yourself when you're out in the world. Here's a good example. If you are lazy to iron in the morning, iron at night, because you might feel insecure the next day if you're walking around wrinkled and not looking pristine, because these little small differences like lint rolling, ironing, or if you know a material can be unflattering after a few hours, these little things that you can do to think ahead in your outfit will make the world of a difference in your confidence when you're out in the world. Just think ahead on if you're going to be sweating, bring a little fan. If something's going to wrinkle a little differently, stand on the subway, don't sit. It's just these little moments of thoughtfulness and thinking ahead will make the world of a difference in your energy when you're out, because we all know how it feels when you're completely embarrassed about your appearance and you cannot project that confidence. I can't tell you how many times I've rolled into work looking disheveled and had to speak up in a meeting, and I was so embarrassed that I couldn't say anything. Or like your work crush comes up to you when you don't look your best. It's just these little moments where you're like, oh no, why did I do that? Why didn't I think ahead? You have to leave your house as if you are going to see your celebrity crush or your biggest enemy. That's how you cultivate chicness and confidence, is always be prepared and think ahead. A is for attitude. How you feel about yourself is how others will perceive you. You have to have a strong self concept and tell yourself that I am that chic girl. I'm that girl. And when I step out into the world, that's who the world sees me as. Because people will pick up on your energy before they pick up on your outfit. I promise you. Y is for you, because being chic is all about being yourself. Do you guys remember that away message quote? Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Now I've aged myself, but we know I'm a millennial, so let's just keep it moving. C is for confidence. Do not magnify any of your flaws in front of other people, because what you bring up in front of others, they're going to focus on. You could have a spot on your head, you could have something wrong with your outfit, and people might not even notice because your aura is so glowing. But the second you point them to a flaw, that's all they're going to be able to think about. H is for human. Above all else, just be a good human. People are not going to remember what you were wearing. I mean, they might, but more importantly, they're going to remember how you treated them. I is for intelligence. Beauty may open the door, but intelligence is what will keep the conversation going. Being chic is more than being just a pretty face. You have to be able to hold an intelligent conversation. And you know that saying, small minds talk about people, big minds talk about ideas. And being cultured and informed will open so many more doors for you than your appearance. C is for creativity. How can you make your style uniquely yours? Nowadays, in the world of social media, people are just going to the boutique or buying fake designer stuff just to one, two, three, four, buy what everyone else have and put it on. And that is not chic. No offense. It can look beautiful, but it has no personality. So I'm more interested in seeing somebody style an outfit from a no-name store and how they made it look fabulous and beautiful, rather than somebody just wearing the latest collection of a designer. And lastly, NY. You gotta have that New York state of mind. No matter what, we keep it moving here. And whether you're in New York City or anywhere else in the world, I'm here to show you how to hustle, bounce back, and stay chic like a real New Yorker. I'm so excited for this podcast. It's been a passion project of mine for so many years, and I actually do want to talk about the imposter syndrome that I faced with launching this to even begin with, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Now I'm just really excited to share this with you. We are launching this on my actual birthday, so this is really a new start of a new chapter for me, and I'm so honored that you're here with me on it. And I truly, truly hope that my episodes and interviews will bring some inspiration and relatability to anyone who's listening and who wants to feel like their best, chicest selves from anywhere in the world. All are welcome. I hope that this brings you some joy and entertainment and great tips to help you feel like your best, chicest self. So until the next episode, stay chic.